Hello, good morning everyone. It is Friday morning. It is just after 6 a.m. I am getting ready for work and getting my kids ready. But I thought I would do another weekend vlog. I'm only working half a day today. And then my friend got tickets to this fall book fair thing in St. Louis, so we're gonna go travel to that and go to that and probably stay the night and then come back tomorrow. And then I don't know what is in store for the rest of this weekend, but I figured I need to start on my TBR, but then also more especially like my arcs that I have, because I made my TBR video a week ago, maybe. No, maybe it'll be a couple weeks by the time this video comes out, but I already feel like I need to adjust it because I've gotten approved for more arcs than I was thinking I would get approved for. So yes, so I have I just opened today Bound to the Beast by Ari Wright. I got approved for this arc and it comes out on Friday, which would be like next week, but honestly I think I'm gonna be posting this on Thursday, so it'll be like the day after this gets posted. So I need to work on that and read that this weekend. I was wanting to read like some sort of like other like spooky type of book, like maybe like Anathema by Carrie Lake, but I looked at it and it's like almost 700 pages. And I don't think I will be able to get that done this weekend because I have my kids and I'm going to be busy doing stuff. So I feel like I think I'm going to table that one for maybe a weekend that my kids are with my ex-husband. And maybe I'll get a little bit more time to read. But especially since I have an arc that's already due next week, I need to work on that one. So that is my plan for today. I'm gonna keep getting ready. I'm tired, but I think I'm gonna have a pretty good day with my friend. We haven't hung out in a while, so it's overdue just to have some fun friend time. So I'm home now. I am just doing my hair, getting ready to go to this event because it's supposed to be like a spooky, I don't remember if it's fall vibes or if it's more like spooky vibes, like witchy stuff. My friend said that they encourage, like costumes are encouraged. She really wanted to wear a costume. I just can't, I don't know, I'm making do with what I got. I can't really afford to get myself like a costume or something, but I have some options of what to wear. I just need to figure all of that stuff out and get my hair and do makeup before we head up there, because it's like an hour and a half drive to St. Louis from where I'm at. So I'm just gonna do my hair. I didn't really read a ton at work today. Since I was only there for half a day, I mean, I didn't take a lunch break or anything. And I just got home and I ate really quick and I read like a chapter of my book that I started, which is Bound to the Beast, which is the arc that I'm trying to read. And it starts out like right into it. There's not like a ton of like introduction. I don't really know a ton of what's going on so far because I've only gotten a chapter into it, but our female character just got married to this guy and it sounds like it was an arranged marriage. But I get the impression that she doesn't really like her dad. Like, her dad is not a great guy and she's thinking this guy is not a really great guy. She calls him a beast. I'm unsure yet if that is like a metaphorical beast or if that is like, you know, is he actually a wolf shifter or like a beast, like some sort of shifter person? Anyway, so they just got married and that was like super duper quick. She's not super happy. I don't really know a ton of else like background about her. and they're walking into his house, and he just lets it known that, hey, I have a pack, when she thinks she's just gonna be with him. So I don't know, we'll see how that goes. I just got to chapter 2, and we have Reese is the POV for this second chapter. Don't know who he is, so we'll just find out. And I'm gonna keep doing my hair. So I am back home now. It is Saturday. It's just after noon. Sorry I didn't really update too much. I don't know. I always feel like it's so awkward to try to vlog and film when I'm with other people. That's probably just a me thing that I'm gonna have to get over. But yeah, I don't know, it's awkward. So anyway, I'm back home. We went to that book fair event thing. It was fine. Honestly, both of us were kind of disappointed in it. We were supporting a indie bookstore in St. Louis, but it just, like, it had this long table set up with just a bunch of different books on it that you could just kind of like go through and peruse and grab like some different books. And they had little like things taped to certain books, just kind of giving you like a really short like snippet of like what this one's about. And then they had some other like cute little like bookish goodies and items there. It was at this bar / restaurant, so they had this like local beer there, and my friend wanted a drink, and I was like, you could go ahead and like, you know, have at it, but I personally am not a beer drinker, so I didn't really want any of it. Anyway, it was just kind of annoying because it was just kind of overwhelming, and both me and my friend have anxiety. And so like the sheer amount of people that were doing this, we would just kept getting annoyed because like it was basically kind of like this like line kind of going through, because it was a small little space. And then there would be people, like we would just be standing there and waiting because there would be no way to like move around people. And there would just be people like I get it would be kind of slow getting through because you want it to have time to actually just kind of like peruse and look at the books and read like the back of them and maybe kind of see like what you might want to get. But then there were just people that were just like randomly like standing there just chit-chatting to like their group, and just then there would be like a gap of like, it's like, okay, move along, like we're all just kind of waiting here so that we can keep looking at these books and see if there's something that we want. So I don't know, it was fine, I guess. I don't know that I would necessarily do this particular book event again in the future, but anyway, so I'm home now. I thought I would share off the books that I got. So I ended up getting 4 books. There was some more that I wanted. I don't know that I necessarily needed to get all 4 of these books, but I don't know. Again, it's supporting an indie bookstore, so there you go. So I got The Second Death of Locke by V.L. Bovalino. I don't know. The little blurb that they had for this one is, it said lady nights and yearning. And apparently this is like romance, or it has a romantic plot to it. That sounded cool. I was just like, she's the knight, like protecting him, I believe. That just sounds good. And there's like yearning, and I don't know, I kind of want to read a book with like some pining and yearning. That just sounds good. And then my friend and I both got Direbound by Sybil Sorensen, because I keep hearing good things about this one. This one, she's thick. This is a thick book, but I've heard it's like Fourth Wing, but instead of dragons, it's dire wolves. And I've honestly heard that this one might be better than Fourth Wing, so I want to try that. And then I have the first book of this series, so I believe this is the second book. So I accidentally hooked up with a vampire by Jessica Cage. I think this is the second one. Honestly, let me go check. Yes, it is, I believe, the second one, because I have the other one here. I accidentally summoned a demon boyfriend. So, go me. I was like, I second thoughts there, thinking about what I was saying. I was like, crap, did I accidentally buy a second copy of a book that I already own? So I got this one because, I mean, vampires is what I'm honestly in the mood for. So I really need to read this series. And then the last book that I got, I actually just got another book from this author in my, I got some books from bookshop.org. So The Possession of Alba Diaz by Isabel Cañas. So I had gotten a haul from bookshop.org pretty recently, and I was wanting to get some books for that support Latinx authors, since it is Latin Heritage Month currently. But this one is supposed to be a horror romance, is what they said this was. So I don't know how that's gonna go, because I'm not the biggest like horror person. It just depends on how it's done. I've heard really great things about this author, so I don't know. I was thinking about it, and I thought about getting this one in my bookshop.org haul, and I decided to go with something else. So I got this one. I'm pretty excited because these are books that I've been eyeing. And then I thought this was so cute. I just kept eyeing this. I got this little barrette, but it looks like a dagger. I just thought that was the cutest thing. I need to try it in my hair. Like, it just looks so cute. So anyway, that's the books that I got from there. I'm trying to remember. Have I showed you all the books that I got from my bookshop.org haul? I might be being a terrible booktuber, apparently. So I'm going to show you what I recently have hauled. I know the lighting is not the greatest, but I recently hauled these, and I've put these in some videos over on my TikTok if you follow me over there. But here's that other book that I got from that author, Vampires of El Norte. So again, in a vampire mood, so I got that one. Anyway, so right now, since I just got home, I did go ahead and do some dishes because they were needing to get done, and since I don't have my kids currently, I just wanted to go ahead and do those real quick. But otherwise, I'm just waiting to hear back from my mother to try to coordinate me getting my kids back. And then I also need to get groceries sometime today. Oh, I need to edit my video that I'm posting for tomorrow, Sunday, so that I can have that up. Otherwise, that's pretty much my plans for today. I need to read more. I hardly read anything last night of my Bound to the Beast book that I was trying to read. So if I can try to get some of that done today, I will. So I'll give you some updates as I read a little bit more of that book. But yeah, so that's my plans for today. My kids decided to make a huge pile in my living room with all of their stuffed animals and pillows, and just they've been jumping into it, and right now they're barking like little dogs while I am editing my video. So Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday morning, just after 8 o'clock. I have major bedhead. But my kid's already up. I'm getting up. We're gonna go get groceries because I did not feel like doing that last night. I was so tired. I am about like 25% through Bound to the Beast now, and it's starting to pick up, and I'm really enjoying it. So this story is like Beauty and the Beast retelling, but it's Omegaverse, and our female main character, Briar, she is in this arranged marriage to one of the alphas of this pack. They are apparently needing to get married and have an heir for something with their family, like in order to get like assets or something within like their business, like family line or something. Anyway, and so Briar doesn't come from a great past. Her father was like a scientist, but it seems like he was pretty like abusive towards her and like kept her like locked up. So she doesn't really have a great past. And then all of these alphas are pretty scarred. Apparently there was like, they deal with the illegal stuff, like money that their family does, and then they have like a cousin that deals with like the more legal side of things. So anyway, they deal with like illegal stuff, and apparently someone tried to kill them by setting off like a fire. One of them got really scarred from this fire, and then like they have a lot of like trauma too going on. So I'm very interested to see how this is going to play out. We just got to our first, like I said, I'm 25% through, just got to our first steamy, sexy scene, and it was very good. I'm super excited to read more and see how this plays out with these characters. I don't know. I love a good Omegaverse, and this is a little bit darker of an Omegaverse, but I'm really enjoying it so far. So yes, gonna go grocery shopping. I don't know what else we have in store today. I imagine my kids will want to like play outside and stuff, and I don't know if I'll be able to actually finish this book today since I do have my kids, so I may extend this vlog out just slightly until I can get that book finished so that you can at least see like my thoughts of this full book. Well, that was kind of disappointing. Our Spirit Halloween place is much smaller this year and did not have as many options. And of course, it didn't have the costumes that my kids wanted. My kids want to be super kitties for Halloween. They had one costume, but not any of the other cats. So they kept having signs up everywhere that said that more stock is coming soon. So we'll just have to go at another time. But yeah, it was kind of disappointing. Burger King has these super cute vampire nuggets, so we went to go get those, and then they had Scooby-Doo toys.
That's mine.
With the little mask. I know that's mine. I'm showing people. So that is our dinner for tonight. I just saw that. I'm a big Scooby-Doo fan, and I thought that looked cute, and I like Burger King's Impossible Whopper, so that's our dinner for tonight. But I can't remember if I'm like 45% through or 50% through my book. It's been really good. It's kind of dark, but I feel like it's also kind of going a little fast I just don't know that we're really getting a lot of like development with all of the guys and this girl. But yeah, so she's in this arranged marriage to them, and what she gets out of it is basically just freedom because her father was terrible to her. So like in this house, she gets warm meals every day. There's a library that she can go and read books. She can go like outside. Like it's pretty much freedom for her. But we've had steamy encounters with one other guy, and then the third one, we haven't had anything happen yet, but we just got to this part where they're having like this big party, and she walks outside. So their house, they have these like descenting things everywhere. So like in Omegaverse, like scent is like a really big thing, and that's how like they find like their mates, is through like this sense of scent, like a scent match. And that basically just means like that's their perfect match. And so they have this like dissenting thing like all throughout the house. One of the alphas, he, like in this big fire that they had, he lost a good sense of his smell because of like the fire and the fumes and the smoke and everything. So he can't really smell that well. But anyway, so she like ran outside at one point during this party, and they go after her, and all of them realize that they can now like really smell everybody, and they realize that she is their scent match and that she is their mate that they've married, that one of the guys married. So I feel like this is just gonna be like, it's gonna steamroll from here, and that like now all of a sudden, because like two of the guys were not that great to her. Like they weren't like outwardly like horrible to her, but they also like weren't the most welcome and the nicest, and one of the guys treated her pretty roughly. And so now I feel like that's just kind of like all thrown out the window, because now they realize that she's their scent match. So I don't really know how I feel about that. I am enjoying it, because I feel like it's, like I said, I feel like it's going pretty fast. It's been like spicy and steamy, and it's been a quick read so far. I don't know. I feel like I prefer my wide shoes romances or poly romances to maybe be a little bit longer, where we really have to develop all of the relationships. This one's just, it's going really quickly. I'm not mad at it by any means. Like I said, I'm very much enjoying reading this. Is it going to be a 5-star read? Probably not, though. So, I am going to eat, and I'm going to keep reading as much as I can tonight, and I'll update you whenever I finish. Yeah. Yeah, because we're putting more books in. Good morning, everyone. It is Monday morning. Like 9 a.m. I had a client already this morning because I work from home on Mondays, and I kept my daughter home with me, and she just played on her tablet while I was working. So now we're at the park. Just dropped off some old books, so they have a little free library here. She's just running around playing. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. I see you. And it's a pretty nice day out. It's only like 70s out here. So hopefully she runs around for a good while and wears herself out, because I have another client at 2 that I'm hoping she will nap through.
Look at this. Look.
It's starting to get really dark out here really quickly. I think it's supposed to storm later today, but it might be starting already. But while no other people are around right now, and while my daughter is playing in the sand, I thought I would update with my reading. So I'm like a little over 75% through the book now. I have like almost exactly 100 pages left. It's been really good. We finally got to like one little like group scene. I don't know. I really enjoy Omegaverse stories. They're really cozy. They're super hot and steamy. I also just love, like, these alphas are so obsessive over her and possessive, and I just love that in the male characters and the love interests. And they're just so like doting on her as well. They're very sweet to her. It's just, I don't know, I eat it up. I love that combination of like cinnamon roll alpha type characters. That's like my favorite. Like, they're so sweet to her, but then also like commanding the bedroom, you know? I'm really eating it up. I really like all of the guy characters. Like, there's the guy that is very scarred because of like the fire and whatnot, and so he thinks that she'll be like afraid of him, afraid of his scars, so he's very like quiet with her, and he's like the for sure like the most cinnamon roll, and I just adore him. And then there's the like kind of like the leader of the group, and he's basically been like keeping all these secrets to protect her this whole time. I don't know, I love him too. And then there's the guy that was kind of like mean to her, but it was only because he was mad at himself because he's like holding out for his mate in his like scent match, and the fact that he was so drawn to her, he was so pissed off because he wanted to wait for his scent match, and then he realizes later that she is a scent match, and then he's like groveling and apologizing to her, and that's awesome. I don't know, I love a good grovel too. So I'm really enjoying this. We're about to get to her heat. Like, it's supposed to start like anytime now, so I'm not sure what all is in store for the last 100 pages of the story, but I'm really enjoying it. My only complaint, which I've said before, is I just feel like it's gone a little fast, but I'm not mad, if that makes sense. I nearly forgot to close out this vlog and give my final thoughts of the book. So I did finally finish Bound to the Beast like right before my kids needed to go down and go to bed. I thought I would finish it a lot sooner than that. I honestly thought I would finish it before I had to pick up my older one from school, but I don't know. Today was just kind of a hectic day. Well, it turned out to be a hectic day, but I really loved it. It was so cute. Like, it was like super steamy and had all of the great like group sexy scenes and like nodding and just everything that I love in Omegaverse. There was one group scene that, like, as they were, I was kind of like, it took me out of the moment a little bit, and like I was just questioning like how in the world they even made that work, but it was really cute. I did enjoy it. I'm probably gonna give it like 4 stars. But yeah, I don't know what the deal was today. Like, it rained today, and I don't know if the rain just made my kids go like berserk. And I took my youngest outside. We played at the park for at least an hour, if not longer than an hour. And my older one was at school, and she told me that she played outside before it started raining. But they were just bouncing off the walls, driving me insane. I don't know what the deal was. So I was just very busy with them when I got them all home. But yes, so I hope you all enjoy these vlogs. Oh my goodness. I'm really wanting to try to do more of these, like more often, just to like get in a better habit of them. And like, I just feel like practice makes perfect. So the more that I do them, I feel like the better I'll get at making them. So if you have any books that you are like dying for me to read, or you just want to like watch me like as I read them and like my thoughts along the way of those books, let me know in a comment, and I might do that for like my next like reading vlog. And let me know if you like reading vlogs. I feel like everybody tended to do them at one point, and now it's kind of like dying out. I don't know if that's just me, but I just feel like in the bookish community, like in general, like vlogs do not get the views as other types of content does. But I don't know, I think it's just kind of interesting to see like people's like everyday lives and what they're like, and just as people are reading like their thoughts on books. So anyway, like I said, if you have something that you think would be fun for me to do a vlog over, let me know. But I'm gonna wrap this up. That's gonna be it for this one, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.